back again. We ready for another episode. It's the World's Famous Cousins and Cocktails podcast. I'm Ron. This Rube. Say what up, Rube.
What's going on? Back again for another one. Got a cocktail for y'all. We got the neat drink for y'all. So sit back and relax.
Hey, today, this drink that we got jumping off today, adults only. I know you got to be 21 up to drink, but this thing right here, man, we ain't playing no games. What we got, Rube?
Back with a bourbon for y'all. 1792
Oh.
Kentucky Straight. This thing is 46.85% alcohol content, 93.7 proof. Like you said, this ain't no kiddie stuff. This is for adults only.
Yeah, you saying no kitty mess. Yeah, when you take it back to the 1700s, boy, this stuff is slave strong right here. All right, well, let's see what it's talking about.
Got that neat drink for y'all. You see the pour on the neat drink, right?
Yeah, very neat.
Man, that is not bad.
It ain't.
That's not bad.
It ain't.
Wow.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, 1792 working with something there.
Yeah, so just the direct head-to-head comparison with that Woodford, I take that over to Woodford all day.
Yeah, I think I'll take that over Woodford. Not saying Woodford is bad, but that is a little more smooth than Woodford, and the actually alcohol content in the 1792 is higher than Woodford.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if it's because when we did the Woodford shot, we took it like a shot.
Right,
Instead, you know what I'm saying? We had a long pour. We was like 1, 2, 3 and threw it back. So I don't know if we drank it too fast or what, but maybe I'm tripping. It seemed like there was a little bit of sweetness in that, just a tad.
Yeah.
Just a tad. And it was smoother. It wasn't a sharp, bitter taste to it whatsoever. And like I said, I could do that. I can
And maybe also because the Woodford was a rye, and this is just a small batch bourbon. It's not the rye.
Okay.
So that could be a small difference as well. But that is actually good. It's something I can actually sip on.
Man, you know what I wish? Do we have any Woodford left?
Nope, we just killed it last night.
Damn. Because you know what I was gonna say? I wish we could go ahead
Compare
and then
right
pour a
now.
Woodford right after that, and then do a one-on-one comparison.
We just finished it last night.
Damn. So y'all was in there getting tore up. Huh?
First topic we're gonna go with is Summer League. Summer League is heating up. It been kind of here and there, but we found out some new details about Summer League as well. Summer League, we know they have a championship. We know they just started doing MVPs. Now they're giving out championship rings to the winner of Summer League. How you feel about that?
Bling bling. I mean, it's cool. I guess it makes you probably take it a little bit more serious or whatnot. You know, there's only rookies and fringe level G League developmental players playing anyway. So I mean, it's cool. At least it makes it seem like they ain't going out there just playing for nothing.
Yeah.
The thing that I like most about Summer League has nothing to do with the players on the court. I like the fact that for the most part, the starters always come and support their teammates.
Yeah, that's
so
cool. Yeah.
For the most part, you got like the whole starting five, and at least your major contributors come to Summer League and watch the young dudes play. I think that's really good, and I like the fact that usually the assistant coaches are the ones who coach the games as well.
Yeah.
So.
I think it's a cool thing. I think all the Summer League players play hard because you're trying to make the team still.
Yeah.
So it's not a guarantee you're on that team. The thing is, I don't think them rings should be looking like championship rings that you get for the finals. This gonna have to be a developmental type ring. This ain't gonna be.
You gotta get your ring poppers.
Right. This can't be them 45 carat rings that the players get for winning the NBA championship. But I think it's a cool thing. And it gives a little more emphasis on us as viewers to watch the Summer League. I think it kicks that up.
Yeah, because sometimes it's tough.
Yeah.
They look like they playing rec league basketball, or playing 24-hour fitness, playing Summer League.
Yeah.
Even their jerseys be out there looking like in high school we used to have the reversibles.
Right, practice jerseys.
Yeah, the home and away. It looked like they be playing in them sometimes too. So that's what's up.
And also in Summer League action, we were having a couple injuries. We done had Jaden Ivey, the number 4 pick, go down. We done had the Blazers' first round pick go down with a torn labrum in his shoulder.
Damn.
So
Torn labrum?
Yeah, in his shoulder. So
got that Baker
it
Mayfield.
it can get chippy out there, and it just goes to show that like these guys are really going after. They trying to get this bread because they know it takes more than what the summer league is to be on that NBA floor.
Yeah, not true. The season don't start until October, and we're only in July, so you still got August, September. You know, you still got 2 more months before the season starts. But I wonder if because there's been injuries to some high draft picks in the future, will that kind of stop some GMs and stuff from putting their rookies out there early in the summer league?
I don't think so,
You know?
because they still want to see what they
Yeah.
because their workouts. Even though you go work out against some talent, but it's nothing like game action.
Yeah, plus you got to remember they still got preseason basketball too, though. So, what else we got for
draft bust? So we've been talking about, we hinted on it on the Wednesday wind up. Go check that out.
Yes, sir.
So we talk about draft bust, NBA, NFL, MLB, hockey, wherever. Who do you think is a bust that they rated as a highly talented, or who you think is a bust that never was told there's a bust?
So I think there's 2 different categories. You got your draft bust for people who were drafted early, sought after, and then just straight out flop.
Right.
So for me, the biggest one I could think of, you know, I want to say Anthony Bennett. However, I'm not going to use Bennett because to me, even though he was drafted number 1 overall, he never should have been number 1 overall pick. And even when he was drafted number 1 overall,
it was
people
out there.
Yeah, like people wouldn't think like, oh, he's about to be the next so on and so forth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to give it to him. Actually, I'm probably gonna say Greg Oden because when Greg Oden was coming out, they thought Greg Oden was, you know, he could shoot with both hands. He's great around the basket. And I know injuries derailed him. So he ended up being a bust due to injuries, not because of a lack of talent, but just how much hype was from him coming out of Ohio State. To me, that's my biggest draft bust because of the hype that was put around him. Anthony Bennett, besides that 1 year that he played at UNLV, nobody thought he was about to come out there and be the next nothing. So even though he ended up being like the Coach Green said from Arizona, he was who he thought he was, which was a bum.
Right.
Like nobody expected him to be good anyway.
Yeah, I think my biggest bust, like NBA wise, even though he's still in the league and he still got time, Markelle Fultz.
That dude is so he got such a weird career.
He is because he's so talented, man.
You know, this dude like straight up forgot how to shoot.
Yeah, like he hitching and everything.
Yeah,
like
you know what it looked like? It looked like, you remember the movie Space Jam? Where all the NBA players they took it like somebody took Fultz's talent because like you said, the hitching his jumper, like something drastic happened to that dude where he just can't do nothing. But then he's starting to come back around.
Right, that's why I say I still look at it as a bust because you was number 1 overall. You were before Tatum, who's like highly touted right now. It's like, and like you looking at his career, like this dude was number 1. He was picked to win Rookie of the Year. Then he gets the injury. I understand it's an injury, but then he comes back. It's like he just forget how to play basketball.
Yeah, he took his talent.
Right. Then he go down to Orlando. He plays well 1 or 2 games here, and then he forget how to play basketball. I'm like,
you know, for him, I wonder also is it psychological?
Like, yeah, I think it's mental.
The pressure of being the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
And then you leave Philly. And you go to Orlando where they like, you know, there's no more pressure on me.
Right.
Like they've already written me off. Now I can kind of revitalize my career. I'm back in the game. I'm balling. But then once those expectations get put back on you again, it's like, oh, it's like you can only play when nobody's watching type stuff. So
he'd been great for the bubble.
Yeah, he'd probably shined in the bubble.
Yeah, he killed in the bubble.
No fans there, no nothing. Yeah. What about NFL? Who do you think is the biggest?
NFL. Oh, all day Ryan Leaf.
What, you didn't take your boy and not Jamarcus Russell?
Oh man, I forgot about them. I'm still gonna go Ryan Leaf. The reason I'm gonna say Ryan Leaf because Ryan Leaf was in college. He was like, oh, he got the rocket arm. He accurate. His pass precision. Jamarcus Russell coming out, he's just a big body who could sling it, but he wasn't accurate. He was never accurate in college. It was just like, oh, he got a gunslinger of an arm. Like, But Ryan Leaf was supposed to be like they was debating Ryan Leaf over Peyton Manning for a while. So it was like I'm like, but Jamarcus Russell, yeah, but Jamarcus Russell was kind of smart as well. He got his bread.
So yeah, he changed the game too. Good man, Sam Bradford. So for mine, I'm gonna go kind of on the same note that I did on the NBA, where it's kind of in the air, but to me, man, Saquon Barkley is knocking on the door of that biggest bust because they said Saquon was about to be at Penn State. Saquon was doing everything, and they talked about he was about to be a bigger, faster, stronger Reggie Bush, and he got all these, and he could do all this stuff.
Yeah.
Injury. Ain't see the field, and then like even before he got injured his rookie year, like yes, he run rookie of the year, he run over Baker Mayfield. To me, hometown bias, I you know what I'm about to say.
Right.
Nick Chubb is a better running back than Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
I don't care what. Hey, Kate, nobody convinced me no different. Nick Chubb is better than Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
People always say Saquon got better hands out the backfield, but he's never on the field.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I would put Christian McCaffrey over Saquon, Saquon Barkley. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but
there's
nobody.
A couple backs I put over.
But nobody thought coming out of college that Christian McCaffrey was going to be a better prospect than Saquon. They thought Christian McCaffrey was good, but they thought Saquon was going to be better.
Yeah. So Saquon was getting #1 overall pick.
Yeah, like they wanted the Browns to take him before they even took a quarterback.
Right.
Like everybody was saying take what, Saquon and Josh Allen?
Yeah. Yep. Saquon and Darnold.
Yeah,
Saquon and Darnold.
Could you imagine how the Browns would have been if they took Saquon and Darnold? like both of them, like Darnold's on his second team.
Right.
Like, yeah, we took Baker. Baker's on his second team. Saquon been hurt. Like, you thought we was a laughing stock there. Like, hey, even though, and I'll touch real quick on Baker Mayfield. Now that he's gone. Even though Baker Mayfield is gone, he still brought some hype back to Cleveland, that had been gone for a long time. So like, yeah, he may not be the end all be all. You know, I'm not gonna be a Baker hater. Like the last year, he was stinking up the joint. To me, he went from being a good quarterback to average. Yeah. Like right now, I'm still don't say Baker sucked. Baker is very average. He is very mediocre. You know what I'm saying?
Middle of the pack.
Yeah.
He's a teetering on
he's a top 15 quarterback.
Yeah, teetering on starter.
Yeah, top 15. There's 16 better than him. Then he's 15. He's better than him. But he's like, to me, he's right smooth in the middle. Where he falters is at crunch time in the fourth quarter. But it's crazy because I just watched the game back yesterday or the day before, and it was the first game of the year last year when we played the Chiefs.
Okay.
When I tell you Baker was out there slinging that thing, and it kind of made me nervous. Like, what's going to happen when he get to Carolina in week 1? But Baker was slinging like when he has his confidence going, when he's not second guessing himself. Right. Like he was them play action passes. He was hitting Harrison Bryant. He was tight windows to Don Peoples-Jones. He was hitting Hooper. Like Baker can be on when he's playing with confidence and stuff. But at the same time, when he has to do a lot of thinking. And I'll go back to what Rex Ryan said, which held to be true. Baker is a one-read quarterback. And those throws that he was making is one read. Hey, I see a safety up high. This is empty down here. I can throw the slant. Boom. But when you snap the ball, when the safety comes screaming down, he don't know that now since the safety has left up top and came down, now somebody else is wide open. All he had is pre-play. If this, then that.
You know what Baker remind me of? A streaky NBA shooter. When he's on, he's on. But when he's off, he's off.
He's like J.R. Smith. Like when he's on, you can damn near pull from half.
Right, he's on. But when he's off, you might as well pass the ball.
So you mean to tell me that Baker Mayfield is the Jetty Osman of...
He's Jetty. When Jetty's on, you get out the way and let Jetty work. Yeah, but when Jetty's off, pass the ball, Jetty.
But that's crazy because Jetty's my dude. I think that's my favorite. Oh man, Jetty Osman is my favorite cast. Like, hands down, that's not even close. Like that's my guy. I love Jetty Osman. Yeah, so I'm anxious to see what Baker do because, like I said, when he's on his own, he can make some very good passes. But it's when he has to make a read, when he has to make checks at the line, and that's what Pittsburgh always killed the Browns because what Pittsburgh would do all the time is they would show this on the right side. We're showing. Blitz from the right. They'll walk up to the line on the right. So Baker's like, oh yeah, hot rock. the blitz is coming from the right side, so I'm gonna run the slant behind it. Cause if everybody's coming from here, I'm gonna run a slant right behind it. Cause they're throwing to the open window. What Pittsburgh is very good at, and what they do all the time is they will show the blitz over here,
right,
and on this side they'll drop a lineman or drop somebody right in the hole, and then Baker will be like, "Up,
there you go,"
and hit him right in the chest with it all the time. Like the Pittsburgh did that a couple years ago. First play of the game, it was Mika Fitzpatrick picked him off, and then after that, now he's second guessing himself. Now he should. Now he's seeing ghosts out there. Now he ain't throwing the wide open men on the field. So I'm anxious to see if he exercises some demons. Right. At the same time, don't just think that Baker gonna come in there and get that starting job and
Darnold just gonna like, oh yeah, okay, you got it.
And it's not even the fact that like talent wise, just Baker is better than Sam Darnold. However, you do realize it is July 11th or 10th, whatever the hell the day is, 10th or 11th. The first NFL game is in 60 days. Right. You've never played in Carolina. You don't know any of the plays. Sam Darnold has been there a year already. Training camp hasn't started yet. You weren't there for mini camp. So you about to come in there and unseat somebody who's been there a year,
right? That
already knows the playbook. You don't know any terminology, no players, or nothing like that. And I can't see that happening that fast. Like to me, Carolina, if you want to give yourself the best chance to win Week 1 against the Browns, it's probably playing Sam Darnold. Like you know what I'm saying? Like Darnold can't be that horrible. Where even after a year and a whole offseason program up to date, he's not better than Baker Mayfield, who's going to, by the time training camp start, has been there 45 days on the job, and you about to take the starting job away from that guy?
Yeah.
Right, that's going to be super interesting to see.
But going back to Bus, one just came to my mind for football. Trent Richardson.
What? He won a Super Bowl.
Trent Richardson?
Oh, no, I'm talking about Trent Dilfer.
Trent Richardson, the one we picked number 3 overall.
Yeah, he was
that missed a whole hole that somebody walked through. Like,
I don't know why I was thinking Trent Dilfer. Yeah, he was a bust.
Yeah. Them, I think it's them Bama running backs. Ever seen Sean Alexander? We ain't had too many great ones.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry is the only one I can think of right now. But
Najee Harris, we'll see what we do.
Yeah.
We got another year.
Trent Richardson, trash.
No arguments on that one. And we got a first round pick back for him.
Right.
Yeah, trade him to the Colts and got our first round pick right back. Like, yeah. And Jim Brown called that out and said he was mediocre at best. And everybody thought Jim Brown was hating when he said that in training camp.
So right.
Knew what he was talking about. What we got for that cocktail though?
All right, we're going with cocktail. We're going to go with the old fashioned this week. So old fashioned, if you don't know, now you know, it's 2 parts of this 1792 bourbon. We're going to go 1 part simple syrup, 3 splashes orange bitter. You got yourself a good old fashioned.
And you know they call it old fashioned because it's a 1792. Can't have no new fashion with old whiskey.
There you go, old fashioned. See that orange peel in there? Get you a good shot.
Yeah, and the cherry garnish on there.
Yeah.
Oh, lost my cherry.
Well, yeah, I'm hip to old fashioned. These are pretty good.
Yeah,
we'll let you know how
you like drinking that plantation rum too. you like everything old.
Oh, that's good. Told you I'm whiskey and bourbon guy.
Yeah, because
I'm there anyway.
You over there licking your chops, and I'm like, yeah, right. It's alright. You know what I'm saying? It ain't.
I like the bitterness of it. The simple syrup coming in with a small sweet note. If you like sweet drinks, don't go with the old fashioned. Yeah. If you like drinks you can just sip on, old fashioned is right there for you. Especially if you like bourbon or whiskey, old fashions or Manhattan is like great.
I had to smell it. Okay, so the taste is alright. I mean, no, like it don't taste too much different than the neat whiskey.
Okay.
So if the neat whiskey was your thing, old fashioned is right down. That's right in your lane. You know what I'm saying? However, with the orange garnish, the orange bitters, and the sugar that's in there, you know what it reminds me of?
What?
Another drink, another liquor. That's why I had to smell it. Smell it and tell me what liquor you did that. Smell it, close your eyes. What liquor does that remind you of?
I don't know.
That puts me in mind of Grand Marnier.
I was thinking Grand Marnier. Yeah.
Because you know Grand Marnier is made with oranges also.
Right, yeah.
So that's why, like, after I took another sip of that.
Yeah, smell just like Grand Marnier.
Yeah. So now I take a sip and tell me that, and now it's not as sweet as Grand Marnier.
Yeah, Grand Marnier is sweet.
Yeah, I got a drink for you to make with that too. It's not as sweet as Grand Marnier, but that's what it gives me a note off of. I actually like Grand Marnier. I like their lemonade better than this. Again, it's not bad.
Right.
It's just
You would take a neat over having an old fashioned.
Yeah, to me, like you might as well go ahead and take a neat. You know what I'm saying? Like we do every week. If we were saying, would you rather have if they had these at the club, they got the twofers, or you buying old fashions?
If it was either happy hour, a lounge kickback, I'm taking old fashioned all day. That's something I could kick back, feet up, sip, listen to some nice music.
To me, I feel like you need a cigar with that too.
Yeah, it is a cigar type drink. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I'm a pass. It's not bad. However, it just ain't my joint.
Right. You know? Understandable. You know, I told y'all from episode 1, bourbon and whiskey is one thing. So
yeah, ain't my joint, but it's not bad though. All right. What we got next?
All right. So our third topic, we're going all the way over to tennis. Wimbledon.
You know I could beat Serena when she's playing with her left, right?
Ah, yeah, about that. But going with Wimbledon, we had Serena get knocked out in the first round. We had Rafael Nadal. He withdraw from the Wimbledon tournament in the semifinals due to an abdomen injury.
That boy should be working on the ass.
Do you believe Serena and Nadal is on their last leg?
Yeah, they've been on their last leg.
Okay.
Serena been on her last leg for a while now.
Ever since the pregnancy?
Nah, even before that. And I'm not saying like because she fell off super hard. It's just that I noticed a pattern. Like to me, she don't got as much fire as she did before.
Okay.
Because now, like if she start off a match, like I could, and I might be wrong, I could swear she like withdrew in the middle of some matches something, or in the middle of a tournament. Like you know what, I just ain't feeling it. Like Serena has to feel 110% for her to go through a whole tournament. Okay. If she don't feel 100, like she got the slightest hint that she not gonna win, she won't even play the tournament. So to me, like that fire is gone. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if you don't think you can beat everybody out here, if you ain't feeling at your tip top, you ain't even about to try because you don't want to put another L on your record. Now that may not be the case. I don't want to put words in Serena's mouth. However, that's how I perceive it. And I noticed that in the last couple of years, she has withdrew from a lot of tournaments for whatever reason. Now, if it was mental, psychological,
there's been a lot of injuries.
One thing,
she's been leaving.
Yeah, and as you start getting older, you know what I'm saying, body start breaking down. You ain't got that snap back like you used to.
Right.
We was in the park for 4th of July when we did the 4th of July episode. I was playing with James' kids. I did a backflip. Do you know that backflip hurt my abs, my shoulders, fucking knees was hurting. I did one backflip. How I do a backflip and my abs was hurting. When I did like this and stretched back, all that tightened up. I'm like, damn, it was hurting for 2 days. 2 days, one backflip, 2 days.
Right.
So when I say the body don't snap back like it used to,
that's so true.
Stuff hurt now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I almost fell down the steps in the wintertime. My left shoulder was hurting for a week. When it was ice yesterday,
right, yeah.
On my way to work, slipped on some ice. This shit was hurting for about a week straight. So as you get older, you ain't got that vigor, you ain't got that snap back, you don't have that elasticity like you used to. And I also feel like once you won so much, you've reached the mountaintop. Like, what do you have left to prove?
Right, yeah.
It might be a little taste of that. And the same thing with Nadal. Like, but he hasn't come down or withdrew at the rate that Serena has. Right. But after a while, like, you know, it'd be time to hang up the racket, bro.
Yeah, especially with like me looking at Nadal. Like, you get Nadal. I think Nadal still got 2-3 years in it because you get to the semifinals in Wimbledon. You just won the French, and you just won Australia. So you was going for the Grand Slam sweep this year and had to withdraw in the semifinals. I know that hurt because you have been the first man to do it since '69.
I don't know, Rube. That old man. Okay, Father Time
is undefeated.
Yeah, he's undefeated. But let me tell you about Father Time. You ever been? Okay, let's look at it like this. You ever been on the freeway and you driving, you doing fast. But then next thing you know, you hear, and a motorcycle come flying back. You might have seen that motorcycle in your rear view. It might have been way the hell back there. But that motorcycle gained on your ass so damn fast. And next thing you know,
right.
And like all you hear is, and it's already gone past you. And Father Time was like that. Like, yeah, you might see it in the rear view 2 years from now.
Yeah.
But then next thing you know, You got that one slip on the ice, you got that one backflip, and next thing you know, that motorcycle that went smooth past you, and now it's youngsters that's running circles around you. It's you hurt for longer, so I don't see 2 more years. I feel like once you start getting them old man tendencies, like that shit, it's like gray hairs.
I haven't seen the dog fall off though, so that's why I'm saying
you just
get an ab injury, but like
I'm telling you, Rube, it's 2020, it's 2022. Rafael Nadal will not be playing in 2024. I'm here to say it. He's not gonna be playing in 2024. He got 1 more year in him. That's it. It's like I said, it's like gray hairs. You see that first one pop up, and then you like, oh shit, now you got a hole, and it just flourish, and then it's a wrap after that.
Yeah, but yeah, I could see Serena being gone.
I'm lying, I'm flying.
But I still think the dog got something in the tank.
I'm sipping old fashioned on that.
Like,
I'm telling you.
So, but it was just curious because Wimbledon, like when you watching Wimbledon, it's not even about the Australian French, and I can't even think of the U.S. Open, the 4 majors. It's not even about the 4 majors, but when you see Wimbledon, you always used to seeing Federer, Nadal, and Williams.
Yeah, but just like before, you used to see him.
And I want to say Nokovic, that's his name, or Djokovic,
something like that.
Yeah.
But you was also used to seeing Sampras and Agassi all the time.
Right.
And they had to pass the racket to the next group.
Yeah, they passed it on the Roddick, and then
they passed Cavassier, man. When it's time to go, it's time to go.
Nobody, and that career has been great. So
you can't do it forever. Yeah. That's the sign. It's almost time.
Well,
before we go, clearly we grasping at straws. It's the dead period of sports. There's really nothing to talk about. The Guardians finally won a game after getting spanked. I hope they won. Last time I looked, they was up 11-0. Did they finish it off?
Yeah, 13-1.
About time. Damn. Well, it was relaxed, boy. Shit, the bad news Bears beat the Indians. The Guardians, my bad. The Guardians, as much as they've been losing. But, it's the slow period. If you're not a tennis, a golf, or a baseball fan, you basically in hiding right now.
Yeah.
So, I love sports, but it's a struggle for me. And if the Guardians ain't playing, it's Netflix and chill. So, with that being said, did you finish Stranger Things, and what did you think?
Yes, I finished it. It's a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
It's a cliffhanger.
Oh, and we can drop the spoilers now. We ain't seen it by now.
Yeah, I don't know what you're waiting on.
Tripping.
But yeah, it's a cliffhanger, and like,
to me, by far, this was the best season.
Yeah, that last episode, if y'all are on the fence of watching it, like, oh, it's 2 hours and 30 minutes, it's worth the 2 hour and 30 minute watch.
I need to watch the last 2, or just
that
very last.
Very last one.
I need to watch the very last one again.
Yeah, that one is really good. It ties everything together.
Yeah, but didn't I say from jump, I didn't think Max was gonna make it.
Yeah, I said 2. So we still got time. I said 2 of them.
Man, I said anything.
And I said Will and Max.
Yeah, and he started hitting.
And guess who got the little itchy on his neck?
Yeah.
Will.
Yeah. And I thought they was gonna talk. Will was gonna come out and say he was gay. But that ain't never happened. They keep on teasing that. Boy, if you don't just say it, Will, you gay. We know you gay. It's cool, bro. You gay. Just say it. You ain't even want to tell your brother. Just tell your brother you're gay. You want to say it so bad? Just say it.
And dude, like, understandable. Like your best friend you've been around, you feeling him, but he ain't with the shit. Like he
leveled 11.
He went 11. Like so, but
man,
catch up on that Stranger Things.
It hurt my soul to see. When Max's legs started breaking, I was like, damn. They got my girl, not Mad Max. Man, she was running up that hill. She ain't running no more. Boy, she just slipped the tibia, the fibula.
Yeah.
They started breaking her off like lemon pepper too. Man, and then I felt bad for your boy because he was trying to save his girl.
Lucas St. Clair.
Lucas was trying to save his girl.
Yeah.
So that's tough. She had the bloody eyes and everything. Boy.
So this next season, Stranger Things 5 is gonna be a good one.
Yeah, and I finished The Boys. Did you finish watching that?
I haven't. I'm on episode 6.
What happened? What's the last thing you seen?
Last thing I seen was they're taking the V. Mm-hmm. They got Quaid to take the V, and had got knocked out.
Okay.
With the roofies.
Do you see that? I don't even know if you noticed this or not. Do you notice how? First of all, I'm not a big fan of this season of The Boys. Okay. To me, this is the weakest season. to me. Do you see the parallels between Homelander and Trump?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Like this whole, I had to explain it to my coworker, and he was like, "Damn, now that you say that,
Yeah.
this whole season, and maybe that's why I'm really not feeling this one, because I really don't get into politics like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I go, I exercise, I rock my vote, and that's really it. My mama love politics. I don't talk politics.
Yeah,
online.
I don't talk
politics on social media. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really not into politics like that. This whole episode, this whole season 3 of The Boys has kind of been on some politics type
political
stuff. So I'm really not feeling it for that. But there are so many parallels between Homelander and Trump, and they're doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
So, like, because I was watching, shout out, if anybody watch on YouTube, it's called Screen Crush. The dude's name is Ryan Airy. He points out all the
Shout out to Ryan Airy.
Shout out to Ryan Airy on Screen Crush. They talk about the parallels of Trump and Homelander and the stuff they do on purpose. So when COVID happened and everybody was like, you know, COVID, stay in the house, you know, don't go out, don't, you know what I'm saying, it's dangerous out there. Trump was like, oh, everything is fine, you don't need to wear a mask, go out, do support your businesses, go down. We're not doing no shutdown, so on and so forth. On The Boys, Homelander was like, the soups ain't doing nothing. It's okay. Everything's fine. Just go out there and do what you're doing. Everything's okay. So that was the first comparison.
Yep.
Then when Trump was in office, there was a point in time while he was still president that he was super paranoid. So like he always thought that everybody was out to get him, and he didn't want. He had a real close circle, and nobody could have meetings with him and stuff like that. Homelander think everybody's out to get him,
and the person that's speaking for him is a woman.
Yeah. The person speaking for Trump for a woman. The person speaking for Homelander for a woman. Then, when President Trump was in office, he fired all the other staff and put other people who may not have been disqualified. He was like, yep, now you're the head of this, you're the head of that. What Homelander do? Fired everybody and put one person. He was like, okay, Deep, you're the head of security, blah, 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 because he knew he could trust Deep, so he fired all. There's so many parallels with Trump and Homelander that they're doing on purpose that I'm like, this is... I finished it, but now, it's okay. I'm ready for bring on season 4 so we can see what's about to happen next. I ain't gonna spoil it for you since you haven't watched it.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it up. But yeah, I'm like Stranger Things. Go watch that. Yeah, Boys. If you on The Boys, go watch The Boys.
And what I'm trying to watch now, which I keep falling asleep on, but it's not because it's bad, it's just because I picked late at night to watch, is Umbrella Academy. Did you start watching this?
I haven't started watching.
Oh my gosh,
I done started watching Euphoria.
I heard about that. I heard about that.
Euphoria is a great watch as well.
Heard about
just viewer discretion advised.
If viewer discretion wasn't advised on The Boys, it's damn sure advised. Have you watched P-Valley?
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I watch that all the time.
I heard viewer discretion.
Yeah, it's advised on that too. P-Valley and The Shy is great watches. P-Valley is a little, if you get the fade, right? So, but there are good watches.
That face.
That's all I can do. That's all I can say.
Okay, bro. Quote of the week. Just give them the quote. What's the quote?
Quote of the week: don't run and hide if you ain't got nothing to run from.
There it is.
It's like